G'day replay viewers. Here we are, it's pretty dark. I'm starting early, 5:50. Well, early relative to the sun. I think sunrise is about half an hour. G'day Mark. Good morning Mark. Are you escaping a sunrise this morning? It's very clear here, so there won't be much colour, no cloud. Who else has that popped in? Oh, Donny Magic Dust is here. So I've got my headlamp turned on. See where I'm. See, look, we've got a few trees. See, makes me happy to see the trees. G'day Kobe. G'day Kiss and Kate. How dark, I know. But the problem is, if I don't go out this early, I miss the colour in the sky, and I get back too late as well. So I don't know. I'm really getting squeezed though. G'day Sangoy. Probably freak out all the neighbours though if they see me. It's actually quite light out there. Look at the moon up there. See? Once we're through these trees, it'll be a bit lighter. Just got to get out there, get going. And the good thing we found the other day is there was you see the animals. You see the animals' eyes looking back at there. There was some creature the other day that we didn't quite recognise. That was pretty fun. So those of you who don't know me, I'm an Australian, but this is the UK, and I walk in the mornings as often as I can, which is most days. And sometimes we see sunrise. We often see animals. Sometimes just their eyes. Sometimes we see all of them. But the last few mornings I've been getting out too late and missing the sunrise. G'day Sunny. 1989. It's actually more wet underfoot than I expected. Probably should have worn my boots. G'day Wiz. 9937904330. Such an exciting scope, I know. I should show you that way at least. It might be a bit better. Go. G'day, Happy Alone. How you doing? Oh, great grandpa. Awesome. Give us another 2 minutes and we'll be through the deepest of the forest. And we'll have something to look at. I do hear different animals at this time. That's fun. You can hear that owl. I think that's an owl. The good thing as well, if there's nothing to look at, I actually walk and get some exercise. Okay, here we are at the golf course. Yep. Cancelled, back in your bed, clear sky. Don't you hate it when you dislike a clear sky? It's a terrible thing. G'day V9RPZM0VQVRUHAP on your first day in Periscope. Now that looks like a randomly generated username if ever I saw one. G'day Jean. good to see you scoping earlier. Here we are at the Gate of Germs, my point of peril that I've successfully negotiated, I don't know, probably 100 times in the last few months. And here we are at the field. I can turn my headlamp off probably. You're welcome. I hope you got some nice people in. So we don't have mist this morning. This is the misty field where we sometimes find deer. But I can't see any deer, not in this light anyway. I'll keep going. Some squirrels up there already dropping. I've got to put my lamp back on, hang on. No, that's the wrong one, that one. This is the Le Passage. Not really showing very well in this light, sorry. You can look out this way. So where are the deer at this hour? Thought we might see them. It's a bit cold. I had a haircut yesterday, and well, Mark knows I haven't got a lot of hair, but it's been quite long, and it's definitely been keeping me warm because I feel cold today after my number 2. Yeah, exactly. You know, in the UK we've got to celebrate when there's a clear sky, but instead you get grumpy and go back to bed. Oh, tripped over a root. There's a big branch that fell off in the wind. Ground under repair for the golfers. Oh, Jean Trollope, thank you for the super heart. Help pay for Periscope keeping these servers running. Oh, there you go. Good on you, Green Goddess. Well, I hope you're following me too. I hope you enjoy my scope when you get to actually see something in a little while. I'm following you, so I get your bubble when you come back. It's amazing how, I mean, it's not as dark as it seems really on the camera. My eyes can see a bit better than you can. I could get through here quite comfortably without a headlamp. A bird. See that? Yeah, well, it's bright. It's bright outside, but it does get quite dark under the trees. But we're really going to be out soon. What was that down there? I saw something disappearing. How's the song go? If you go down to the woods today, you'll be in for a big surprise. Dee-dee-dee-dee-dee-dee-dee. What's all this noise? What's going on? The golf course maintainers making a big racket. Here we are. Look. There's plenty of light after all. What is going on down there? Oh, he's got his blower out, I think. He's got his light on. Blower? yellow there, leaves on there. I'm surprised it's dry enough to have any effect, really. That just really adds to the vibe of this Serenity, doesn't it? But I guess we've really got to go that way. Green Goddess, the time is right on 6 a.m. I used to come out at 5 when the sun was getting up earlier, but I've been stuck at home waiting for enough light. But as you can see, there's plenty of light now. It's just got to get through the forest. Unfortunately, we don't have any real option but to go down here unless we go back. But I do look, there's where is it? The fullish moon up there, looking good, over the golf course. So yes, those of you who don't, you're most welcome to follow me if you like scenery and walks and chats like this. I do this most days. I often walk in the same place here from home, but it's amazing how different it is every day. Sometimes I do different things, and now that my kids are back at school, or while they're back at school, I'm expecting it may not necessarily last, while they're back at school, and my wife is also back working in the city, I'm a bit free. I'm working from home for the foreseeable future, at least the next few months. You're welcome, Green Goddess. Healer. Oh, awesome. Poiso, welcome on your first day of Periscope. And Nico Callaghan, welcome also. So he's the guy with his thingamajiggy, 2 days a week and then online. Oh, okay. That's interesting. Yeah, I mean, I guess that helps, doesn't it? Is it cold out? It's about 11 degrees Celsius, which, well, if you want to convert that to Fahrenheit, a bit of Malam is in the house. I even saw you before you said your name today. If you want to convert that to Celsius, double it and add 30 to get an approximate temperature in Fahrenheit. So what's that? 52 roughly. So low 50s. But as I said, went to the barber and had my hair cut yesterday for the first time in 6 months probably. No, that's not quite true. My wife trimmed it with the clippers. G'day, Seychelles. So sometimes we get a lovely sunrise across this way through the mist, but it's a bit clear today, so I'll just keep going. We'll see the sun itself a bit later. So yeah, we found a new barber. Oh, Gene, you were asking what do people talk about? Hey, I just talk about a whole lot of crap, and sometimes people respond. Sometimes they turn the volume off if they don't like what I'm talking about. Sometimes we get a bit of banter going on. Whatever, depends who's here. Seychelles, I'm good today. Thank you very much. Nearly didn't come out. I was feeling a bit... Oh, look, I got up early. I got up at 4 something because I was uncomfortable in bed. So I got out of bed and I was feeling so tired. I was nearly going to go try and have a sleep on the sofa instead of coming out for a walk. But it's always so nice once I'm out. I don't think I've ever really regretted coming out. $11 p.m. That's right, so you must be on the west coast of the US, I'd be guessing. So here we are at the Four Ways intersection. I've come down the... Oh, you can't even see that. Come down the public footpath. I'm going to head straight on down the public footpath. We have crossing there's a public bridleway in both directions. Oh, Denver. Okay, right. With Awesome Mary. So sometimes we go down the bridleway, but I haven't got my horse today, so I better continue on the footpath. Not a bitch. All right. Oh, thank you all for the Super Hearts. Very kind of you. It's probably time for my Super Hearts disclaimer though. I do not require or expect or ask for Super Hearts from anyone. However, people sometimes... I used to have them turned off for a long time because people often think they're sending money to the broadcaster, which, you know, maybe one day I'll get some, but I'm only 10% of the way to the threshold to be able to apply to be a super broadcaster and blah, 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 blah. You know, there's lots of hurdles to get through and I may never get there. But as long as people realise there's a good chance their money is really going to Periscope, then go for it. But I do appreciate the sentiment as well. Exactly. Thank you, Jean. You tried to do a scope when you go for a walk in the village. I know, this is so frustrating when there's not enough signal for scoping. Although Mark Zawamble, who was here before, he's gone now. He was, he's been doing his 100 days of water, and he reckoned, because he researches very carefully where he scopes from, he reckons that they may have improved something on Periscope so you can get a broadcast even when there's lower signal. So I don't know how recently you've tried, but it may be worth trying again. Look, I tell you, thank you, Kiss and Kate. I actually am on Buy Me a Coffee /Simon Pickup, so you can send me money there if you want to. Thank you. It's Mekesia. Go Mex, hello. Yes, so buymeacoffee.com /Simon Pickup is me. I set it up. Well, I did create the account a couple of weeks ago, but it's just like a PayPal thing. You just send money to people basically. It's set up as a contribution thing. You just send whatever amount of money you like. It's I guess the idea is it's just like you're buying a coffee for someone. I think you can set up subscriptions so it's a regular contribution, but I'm not really trying to monetize. But I mean, if people want to send me money, they can send me money. That's fine. But I don't want people to feel bad who don't or can't or whatever. I mean, I don't. I occasionally send people Super Hearts. I've had a few bursts of Super Hearts to people. A beer, yeah, well, I mean, it's up to me how I spend the money. You're sending me money, so if you want to send me a beer, I'll drink it. If you want to send me money for a beer, I presume I've never. This is the first time I've announced it. So, do I want to kill a living creature? Not really, but you know, sometimes it happens. Yes, money works very differently in the third world. It's just like PayPal, really, I guess, but it's, or what's the other one? Patreon? Or OnlyFans? I've got an OnlyFans as well, which was set up as a bit of a joke to spoof everyone on OnlyFans. But no one subscribed, even when I made it free. So this is the house that's being rebuilt. It was being, can't go past here. It's always a nice angle down here. The mist coming across there. Pretty cute. Is it cold? It's about 10 or 11 degrees Celsius. What is this? Oh, you hope to retire in the UK. Yeah, you've lived here before, haven't you, Jean, I think? Whoever was asking what is this, Gomex, this is my morning walk. I do it every day. Terms and conditions apply. Some days I'm too lazy or doing something else. You'd like to shoot me? Well, that's going a bit too far. Bye-bye. Dual nationality is nice. Well, we're just about at that stage where we could take it on. But you know, it's another expense, and there's probably not much need at the moment. Oh, there goes a rabbit. Just as Ava arrives. G'day, Ava, out to sea. The time now is 6:10. Sorry, I'm losing the rabbit. There he is. So this field had some crop in it that was harvested recently, or maybe it was just hay bales. I don't know what it is. A hare. It could be a hare. You're probably right. If you think it's a hare, it can be a hare. There's the moon. Unfortunately, I can't get both at once unless I do that. Look at the colours in the sky. Blue down the bottom, and purpley, orangey, yellow, and blue. Oh, and there's a plane going across there under the moon too. Where's that? Can't find it now. Thank you, Nino. So you can see views like this every day if you want to follow me. Oh, there's heaps of replays as well for those of you who like replays. I don't usually go for replays myself though, unless it's someone doing something very special, or a new scoper, or someone who scopes very rarely. I like a bit of interaction. So there's 30 of you here, apparently. So for those of you who I don't know, let me know where you're watching from. And give me a follow as well. And some hearts. I always love hearts. It doesn't have to be super hearts. I don't need super hearts. A goose. Paris. Bonjour Paris. Michael Add's in the house just as we get to the hoe stream. Michael's come for the hose. It's only one hoe really, I guess. This hoe stream is a bit of a mystery, you know, because I have seen other parts of the hoe stream that actually flow, but this appears very stagnant. South Africa, yes. Yep, the geese. There's a pond over in here somewhere in the trees that I presume is where the geese hang out. I often hear them in there. This really doesn't look like it's flowing at all. I guess it must be just very slowly. Clear sky in the morning. Husband's warning, don't come home late. That warning, I knew it was some warning. Well, I was actually planning on going a little bit further than normal today. I was going to check out the other public path. Look, I like the mist. Why is the mist always in the distance? Always a bit like a rainbow. You can never get to it. It's looking a bit overgrown down here, don't you think? Don't you think someone needs to come and give it a bit of a trim? Luckily I can get through. I guess that's the main thing. Oh, and I should need to watch out for a nice blackberry to eat as well. Oh, and I heard we might be getting some good weather. The weather might be turning good again for a week or two in September. Load shedding, yeah. Is that seasonal, Jean? Like worse in summer when people are using their air conditionings? I'm not sure what the electricity usage patterns would be like in South Africa. G'day, Moose. Moose is in the house. That's nice. Yeah, the old corruption. Graft and corruption. What's the difference between graft and corruption? Usually go hand in hand. Maybe even hand in glove. Freedom Day. Is it Freedom Day? Tell me about Freedom Day. Oh, Moose, thank you for the super heart. Thank you very much on behalf of Kayvon. Yes, you've got to be positive. I don't mean to be ungrateful for the great position that the UK is in relative to others, but every country has its problems. The world has lots of problems, but there's still lots of good things and good people, lots of fun we can have, lots of good we can do. Sometimes we've got to ignore all that rubbish because you just can't. If you think about it too much, it's just too depressing. So that's why we need to escape into the green sometime, or the water. Graft creates corruption. Mm-hmm. No audio. Kiss and Kate, go out and come back. Oh yeah, they're bloody COVID, 5G Illuminati lockdowns. Gee, they all go well together, don't they? Kate, you got your audio back? I hope. COVID, 5G Illuminati lockdowns. So has it been dubbed Freedom Day, has it? A day of protest is there. Did you go along? Hello. Oh, Bronte's here. The real Bronte. Phew. Oh, good. Good, Kate. All set. Some people like to hear what I'm crapping on about. Sometimes people like to hear the birds. Some people wish I'd just shut up so they can listen to the birds. And the water, there's something going on. This is a sewage plant in here. It's not particularly pretty, but I can hear a lot of water flowing in there. I hope it's not overflowing. Some people reckon they can tell which shoes I'm wearing by the sound. Now, oh gee. Sometimes when I've got a lot of time, I go down there, which is a very lovely path through the lowlands. Very beautiful. In fact, it'd be lovely on a day like this, but it takes a long time to get through to the Priory ruins eventually. Look at that down there. That looks nice. It's very misty. Has the serenity. And we can't go this way. Even though, believe it or not, there is a palace in there, or the ruins of a palace, the Woking Palace. Everyone heard about the Woking Palace? It's very famous around Woking. Almost 1% of people have heard about it in Woking. And I've been there once. They have an open day once or twice a year. I missed it this year, sadly. But there's a few walls there. It's amazing. But apparently Henry VIII used to come here. He loved Woking just like everyone else does. There's another plane going past the moon. Maybe we can see this one. I can see it. Here it is. See? Look, a blurry white thing. And that's the moon. You can see that. So look, there's mist this way as well. Didn't qualify to go along as you don't have an IQ in single digits. Fair enough. Yes, it's lovely mist. There's some this way, and we're going to... Oh, there's a runner. I wonder if it's the... Oh, no, it's not the... Hey, there's a rabbit. Let's see what this rabbit's going to do as the runner comes. Oh, look, I nearly muted you again, Michael. There it goes. Yeah, so it's when I You'll have to check how you zoom, Michael, because I realised this is how I muted you accidentally yesterday. It's zooming. If I'm holding my Joby with my right hand, and I'm pinching to zoom with my pointer finger and my middle finger, and so the middle finger swipes sort of left. I'm doing it on an angle, but as I swipe left, if I happen to start on a comment, that starts to move across. Hey, he's going in there. He's going in there. He's not allowed to go in there unless he's authorised. Maybe he's authorised. Look, exactly. Woking Castle and Pizza Express are very popular. Yep. Particularly in Palace. It's yeah. Oh, look, what a connection, Michael. You're so smart. That IQ. Just the one in Woking, correct? Woking is well known for the Palace and the Pizza Express, two excellent royal connections. One from centuries ago, one just last year. Oh, he's coming back. He's coming back. So someone told him, "Oi, not in here. Authorised personnel only. Thank you very much." So this has all been cleared. See all that bush back there, that scrub, whatever you'd call it, back there? It was all along here. So they've cleared it out as if they're going to build houses or something. There's a rabbit. So there might be a row of houses overlooking the solar panels and the sewage plant. That's very exciting. Maybe I should come and live here. Then I could walk off to the Priory ruins much more easily. But we discovered a new path. Well, not a new path, new for me, I guess. It's probably been there for centuries. Probably you used to go to the Royal Palace. Yeah. I don't know if these, I wonder if these houses are happy if they're going to get new neighbours. Probably not. The sort of people who live next to a sewage farm usually want to keep it to themselves. Oh, vegetable. You think maybe it's going to be just a big vegetable patch. Look at the colour down there, by the way. Not bad. Not bad, not bad. You know, Mark Zawambui, he's so picky. Did you hear that? He said he went back to bed because he saw there was clear sky and therefore there'd be no good sunrise. But I guess up here we've got a little bit of pollution around, so it's we still get a bit of colour even with the clear skies. Ahan. G'day, Ahan. Now look, this was the little sign that I spied in amongst the houses here. Public footpath, and we have explored down here before, but I just went to the end of the properties and then came back. But today I'm going to go around here. I've done a bit of research on the map. Doesn't go very far. Just another little block a bit further. Nice sweet peas. Nice garden. I guess that's what you deserve if you've got a public footpath next to you. People spying in your garden. Oh, but actually, I might have to abort. If it's going to be too mushy down here, I haven't really got the shoes for it. So I believe this public path goes straight out across over there. But no, I haven't got the shoes for it today. In fact, even my boots are not waterproof, so it probably goes out to the trees there and then along. Oh look, there's a deer just right here though, watching me. See him just peeping over there? He's got antlers. Well, are they antlers? Well, the neighbour's going to say, well, it's a public footpath. They can't say very much, but yeah, it's a bit... No, I haven't got my wellies on exactly. I need to come back with the wellies. Step out a little bit so I can see the deer. Or the buck. There he goes. Do-do-do-do-do-do. It's probably one of the barking ones, but it didn't bark at me. Oh, look. It jumped around and then it turned back. Now it's off. Oh, there must be a little pond there. No wind, it's true. White-tailed deer. Well, I guess they're white-tailed deers. Deer. It's gone, it's heading off into the mist. G'day Petra, good morning. So there we go, we saw a deer at least. Let's have a look around. Back through the mist. Yep. Oh dear. Got a bit of burning sky down there. Okay, well that's a bit of a shame. Washington DC has deer. Yeah, well, deers are a bit of a novelty to me. They're sort of a bit... There are a few of them in Australia, but you really don't see them very often. Rabbits, lions, tigers and bears. Yeah, we even see fewer tigers and lions and bears. Nice morning to be a deer in the countryside. Exactly, Monash. You can hear the train far away. Oh, there's a plane up there. Oh, there's a couple of planes up there with a light. Oh, it was reflecting the sun, I think. No, lost it though. Oh, no, Petra, I've seen your deers on Instagram. You know, a lot of people must think, why on earth is he showing deers? That's not exciting at all. But it is for me. They're very cute the way they sort of jump along. And when they bark, that gets everyone excited. Because not many deers bark, apparently. But it's documented on the internet, so it must be true that there are barking deers. Muntjacs. And they're a bit of a problem in the UK, apparently. Bit of a pest. I don't think because of their barking. So look, here we are again. Public footpath. It's very exciting. I'm glad. Oh, cool, Monash. So where are you watching from, Monash? Alabama. All right. Try not to disturb the neighbours as I come through here, but it's a bit hard not to with these stones on the path. Jason. G'day, Jason. Nice to meet you. So I'm an Aussie. You probably can't hear me over the stones. So yeah, I'm an Aussie living in the UK. And yeah, I've got, well, all my ancestry is the British Isles, in terms of the people who first came to Australia. But I don't know any of them. I don't have contact with any living relatives here. Families Dad's side of the family's British. Well, okay, so I've done a bit of genealogical research many years ago, and got it up online. And but I haven't done too much more investigation since I've been here. But they're all fairly remote. So my closest British ancestor is my grandfather, my father's father, who was born in Manchester, but and came to Australia as an orphan. And it seems that all his siblings, he had a number of siblings that all died young, so he was the only one left and came to Australia and started a new life there, although he came back to the UK to fight in World War One almost immediately. But so he's the closest one, and there's a few. Well, sorry, I've got one great grandmother who was born in London, and but everyone else is like 5 generations back. I do my best to contact the dead ones, but they don't understand my Australian accent. Steve Kilby living in Brisbane. Well, my brother lives in Brisbane. I wonder if he knows Steve. How are we going back? Oh, look at that. This way. Check it out. Look at that. Oh, awesome. Sorry, I keep calling you Monash. Might take me a while. Oh, you don't even have your name in your profile. What was it? Jason. Well, Jason, I'm going to follow you. So I see your bubble, hopefully, when you come back. But you may have to remind me your name a few more times. You're going to climb the mountain. That's a reference I don't understand. Sorry about that. Oh, check out this oak tree and the moon. Let me get a nice view of that. Come back a bit. Can you see the moon up there? Very brave to join World War One. Well, yeah, I guess, but it was the exciting, patriotic thing to do in those days. Right. Okay. Let me screenshot that to remind me. My wife will think, what's this? What's this screenshot? Look, you can see that. So the sun must be up. You can see the reflection in the buildings over there. We can't quite see it. Still hiding down there. That's a nice picture. Screenshot that one, people. Tweet it at me and I will retweet you. Or unless you go in the city and she sends me like 50 a day, and then I can't retweet them all. So I'll like them. If you send me too many, I'll at least like them. There we go. Better keep going. So I'm not late. I've had the clear sky in the morning. Warning. At least I remembered my hashtags today. Yesterday I forgot the hashtag. Oh, here we go. Which one? That one? Or that one? Or this one? They're all a bit small, aren't they? Maybe if I reach further back I'll get some better ones. What about that one? The further back you look, the bigger they are. What about this one? Look at this big juicy man. Check out my haircut, see? Look, I've even got more hair on my face than my head now. Yum. Oh, that was a good one. Nice. Oh, I'm going to have some more. They were really yummy. I used to figure that if I only had one, there wouldn't be so much poison to hurt me. But I'm not going to Nubia. So if I have, how many can I have without getting sick? That's the question. Yum. Thank you, Moose. Blackberry cobbler. Yeah, well, in Australia, there's lots of blackberries and they take over a bit, so they often get sprayed. So I wouldn't be going eating blackberries that I found out in the bush in Australia. But I think here they're left to their own devices. How's the sun going back there? Oh, look, we've got sun through the tree there. If I hold my camera over to the side, no, we'll see it when we're out on the next road. When we're walking up here. Well, Nubia, there's plenty of replays, but thank you for the sentiment. Yeah, look, fair enough, I guess. Well, your name is Nubia, so you should like new things. Ah, that's a good question, Real Bronte. Good point. I'm sure they used to, but hopefully they're a bit more environmentally friendly these days. I presume they still do it. But there used to be often signs up that the councils would put that they've been spraying the blackberries. I was going to say Michael Out might know, but he's not here anymore. Well, the ones that are left are probably immune to it, I guess. Got their herd immunity. .43, the answer. Okay, so now we're going to walk up that way, along the main road, for 5 or 10 minutes, then back in through the golf course and home. It's the bustler. There are some very funny street names and place names around England. Well, all of the UK, I presume. There's the sun through there. We'll see it in a minute. Gagey les Tempas. I don't know, is that a French name? Probably is. Oh yes, of course I know you. I get confused when people have different names to their username. That's a public footpath, but it just goes into another street. Oh, in fact, I've walked through there, I think. Yes, you're French. I think I know you're French. I like watching French scopes, but I don't speak very much French at all, and I don't even really understand very much. But I presume French scopers get annoyed if I talk too much English on their French scopes, just like we get annoyed when people come in and have conversations in Arabic or something that we don't understand. Can't even. Well, I guess it's worse when it's Arabic or something in a different character set, because you can't even get any idea of how to pronounce it or try and learn it if you can't even pronounce it. Good morning, Elton Ray. G'day, Nutterbags. How's everything, Renata? Enjoying being back on the wire. Yes. Well, I'm sure, I can tell already your English is better than my French. Ah, yes. What do you think? It'll probably be more lockdown, I guess. But does it affect you? It presumably does. Oh, yes, Victoria wide. It was just Melbourne for a while, but it ended up being Victoria Wild. Yeah. Yeah, well, it must be pretty difficult for people out in the rural areas. Because you don't have much contact. It's a whole lot of 5 kilometres, your travel limit. Oh dear, what can you get to in 5 kilometres? The end of the driveway? So I think there's a path along here, but I've never... This is very... See, they've been doing some work in here, but I have to explore in there sometime, right? Look, it's a public footpath to Woking Park and Mayford. Oh, Mayford's where I had my hair cut. But it's been, yeah, so there's a sign. It's been temporarily closed. Blah, 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 blah. Yeah, well, I was going to go walking across the fields earlier on another path, but the grass was just too long and wet, and I haven't got good shoes for that. So I had to abort that plan, back to the one of the normal circuits. Coming past the lab, secret lab, and the private school. Thank you for those lovely hearts, people, by the way. Any nice cemeteries? That is a good question. I don't even know where the dead centre of Woking is. Oh, well, okay, there's a big cemetery that has lots of war graves and things out the other side of Woking. But, oh, and there are the, oh, okay, there's the little, okay, yes, I've actually scoped. There's a church down the other end of this path. This is always a dangerous place to cross because you can't see, so I have to wait and listen. Okay, nothing coming. What was I saying? Oh yes, there's a lovely church, a village church down the end here that's got a nice, very nice graveyard that I have scoped around once. I was thinking I might go back there soon. This is the industrial estate where I got in trouble for scoping. They didn't like me walking around with my camera. Yep, okay, alright, well I might do that. I probably won't be scoping tomorrow. I usually have one day off on a weekend. So I guess it's tomorrow since it's not today. And yeah, the problem is I'm really getting squeezed for time. Maybe I have to drive there. Because at the end of summer now, the sun's getting up later, but school's not starting any later. So I've only really got an hour to walk in the mornings now, and it's not quite long enough. You're welcome, Elton Ray. You can see this every day if it's your sort of thing. If you want to follow me, I'll put up a link for you and anyone else who might want to do that. And I've followed you, Elton Ray, so I can see you as a bubble when you come back. Yeah, it's lovely through here. So this is, those of you who have been on the scope all along, we were at a crossroads near the start where there was the public footpath crossing the public bridleway. And I went straight on down the footpath. So now I've looped around and I'm coming across the public bridleway back to that intersection. And then we'll head home. It was very dark at the start of the scope, we couldn't see anything. But you'll see it now as we go back. Through Le Passage, the Gate of Germs, the dark forest, and finishing up at the Boulevard of Bye-Byes. All in the next 20 minutes. G'day, Elliot. This is in the UK, in Surrey, at the edge of Woking, which is less than half an hour train ride from London. And I've got the map turned on if you want to see more details. Where are you, Mr. Elliot? And thank you. G'day. Yes, and if you're wondering about the strange accent, I'm an Australian, but this is not Australia. This is the UK. I've been living here for 5 years, nearly 6. And it's lovely to be able to share my morning walks with you. Amsterdam. Benux. Is Benux a place in Amsterdam? I don't know. Benux in Amsterdam. Here comes the sun. Where's the map? Oh, have I got it turned on, people? You should be able to click on the dots, 3 dots down the bottom, and then broadcast details. And there should be a map in there. Oh, Amersham. I thought you said Amsterdam. Okay, I know Amersham. So here we are back on the golf course, crossing a fairway here. Luckily there's no one teeing up as yet. You probably can't quite see in the sunshine and the mist. There's the house down there that we walked past. Happy Alone, no, I didn't scope Wisley yesterday, but I have booked to go back Thursday. So next Thursday and the Thursday after, at my lunchtime, I'll be scoping at Wisley. And I need to look up those bonsais. I did screenshot it, but I haven't done any research yet. So, but I will do that. The entrance to heaven. Oh. Yeah, well, I should stop and enjoy it really, shouldn't I? G'day Charlene, good morning. Positively Slim there. Yeah, it's a lovely morning. Nice and clear and crisp. But it's getting too dark in the morning. I'm going to have a lot of trouble soon. No, can't worry about that. Just enjoy the few more weeks I've got. I guess it won't be long though. Until I've got to be home before I leave. Have I ever told you? I have, but maybe not when you're here. I walk. Well, I started walking soon after probably in March or early April, I guess. After I stopped commuting to the city every day. So I found that the morning walk was the best time I could get out without having to be around for the kids. So they're still asleep. My wife likes to sleep in, so I get out and do some exercise before they wake up. But well, because I didn't used to do any deliberate exercise. Oh no, I used to go for a walk at lunchtime in the city, but even as in my commute, I'd often get to 7,000 or 10,000 steps if I was lucky. But once I started working from home, I was just not even going out at all. So this was my way of keeping moving, and I've really enjoyed, particularly over summer, sharing nature with you all. But yes, now that the sun's getting up later, I'm not going to be able to do it at this time for too much longer. But the good news is that my kids are now back at school and my wife's working in the city again, back in the office, and I'm still working from home for the foreseeable future, so I might have to do lunchtime walks. So this is a bit of a problem. The other day I just went up here and then walked down the golf course, but I might see if I can get back to the path. Thank you, Le Tompas. I don't know what should I call you? Yes, you have a good day too. Thank you for being here. So there's presumably some way to get back into this path. Oh, yeah, she's not that comfortable about it, but she was even driving for a little while, but now she's back on the train, and at least the trains are quiet. But that's not going to happen. Not going to stay that way forever. Here we go. Get back onto the path here. G'day, Long Island Melly, looking at me from down there in your bubble. So there we are, there's the other side of the blockage. Yeah, so my boss sent out a survey asking for people expressing any interest if they were desperate to come back to the office for a couple of days a week. They were going to start considering that. And I replied, no, thank you. Not desperate at all. I'm very happy working at home. Although, well, it's interesting. I mean, we're not really set up for remote working longer term. There certainly is value in the social interaction, but the informal interaction that you have with colleagues in the office. Well, I have to say, Charlene, you would notice this as well, that I don't know how much exposure you get to office workplaces, but they're very quiet and formal and very quiet compared to what I'm used to in Australia, and I imagine in Canada and those of you from the US. You know, people don't even necessarily say hello to each other and goodbye. Just come and go like ghosts half of the time. And I'm not a social person, but I at least expect to say hello to people in the morning. Yeah, right. It was quite a shock to me because I first came here working for an Australian company. Well, and I was running the office here, right? So I guess I set the culture. And even though we had probably half Brits, we probably had an Australian culture in the office. So when I first started working in offices with the local culture, it was a bit of a shock. But it turns out it wasn't just that company, it's just the way they do it here. And the reserved British is true. Stereotypes are there for a reason. We just got to be careful not to jump on them and assume too much, because not everyone fits the stereotype. G'day, Martin. How are you today? Look, the sun is up. When we walked down here, it was still hiding. Over there. Yes, many unspoken rules in the UK. Well, I guess everywhere. But I do have to say, in general, I've found working in the UK to be a lot closer to, well, living in the UK, I guess, as much as working, a lot closer to what I'm used to in Australia than America. Not that I've lived in America, but travelling to our sister company in America, things are a lot different there. A howdy and a hi, yep. At least, right? Even the people sitting at the desk next to you sometimes wouldn't even say hello. Merhaba, exactly. Oh, merhaba, good morning. Hello, everybody. Welcome to my morning walks. Getting to the end. I've been going for an hour and 10 minutes or something. Came down this path when it was dark. I was using my miner's lamp to see where we were going. Well, I don't know that's really such good broadcasting, but I find if I wait for it to be light enough, I can miss the best of the colour in the sky. No, this is a golf course. In fact, here are the first golfers coming up this way. There's the moon up there. Can you see the golfers all in the rough? I do show my face. I showed it before when I was eating a blackberry. In fact, I'm showing my face if you really want to see, because I finally had a haircut yesterday. I was going to talk about the barber some more. So we took the boys to have a proper haircut at this new barber that was recommended because we had a bad experience at the last time before lockdown. So this one had been recommended, but it was a lady barber, which is nice to see because it always seems a very male dominated industry. You know, plenty of female hairdressers, but not barbers. Oh, well, maybe I am a close friend of yours, Bronte. The real Bronte. Anyway, the main reason, sorry, back to showing my face. Thank you, Moose. I didn't show my face because I'm more interested in showing you what I can see, which was the original motto of Periscope: see the world through someone else's eyes. Oh, your new account. Who are you then? Bears? You've got no followers, you're following nobody. So I'll be your first follower. Anyway, what was I saying? About the barbers. Yeah, so we went during the week. Oh, bit of chocolate. Okay. Did you do something naughty and get banned? Oh, I look like Malik Riaz, the richest man. Well, I'm not the richest man anywhere. Maybe I guess I'm the richest man in my house. Oh, g'day, Sweet D. Maddie's here. G'day, Maddie. Good to see you. Which part of the UK? This is Surrey. It's Woking. I've got the map turned on if you want to see the details. And if you don't know, it's less than half an hour from London on the train. To give you an idea, it's about 20 miles. I finally worked out. You showed your tits on broadcast. Look, well, people have been asking me to do that, but I don't want to lose my account, so you have to go to OnlyFans for that. Anyway, it was a female barber who did the boys' haircuts, and so I took them myself. My wife was off doing something else. I took them, which was a bit of a handful, and I wanted to have my hair done as well, but instead I went back alone yesterday, and there was another barber there, and she was also female, which was also good to see, so that was nice. Hopefully I didn't catch coronavirus, because my wife has been clippering my hair, but I think she said, why don't you go to the barber and do it? So I think she's sick of it. Yes, thank you. It is a nice place. This is where I walk just about every morning. So if you like this sort of thing, give me a follow. Yes, the boys liked her. They were well behaved. That's the main thing. They had a nice car to sit in and drive and watch Thomas the Tank Engine, which is probably not their favourite, but it worked. A Waterloo sunset. Ooh. Yeah, what would you like to see particularly at a Waterloo sunset? Do you mean the station, or do you mean... Yep. Yes, thank you, Maddie. My first in 6 months. I usually don't, well, I don't know. Sometimes I get it professionally done. Sometimes my wife does it at home, a bit of both. But, okay. I could do one from Waterloo Bridge, maybe. It might be a while until I'm up there again. Oops. What kind of breakfast? I don't know what we'll have today, but I usually have... Well, sometimes I have a bit of a mixture of different cereals. Sometimes Weetabix, sometimes Special K, sometimes porridge, sometimes if I remember to soak it the night before, I have cold porridge. Well, it might seem like an isolated place, and I guess it is, but there's a golf course here with people playing golf. Yes, berries. I ate some berries on the scope before. I usually only eat one because I figure if they're poisoned I might survive if I only eat one. But it was so nice I had 4 more today. No, I won't have a cup of tea. I have coffee. Yeah, porridge with my breakfast. Well, actually, this morning I got up at 4 something and I had a cup of coffee already. So then I'll have another one with breakfast. But yes, I do like to have cold porridge soaked overnight. I just need to get more into the habit. I do it maybe once a week or something. I do it every day. Oh, berries with breakfast. Oh, no, I don't. We do eat a fair bit of berries, but I don't normally with breakfast. But usually when I have the cold porridge, which is my favourite when I remember to do it, I have all sorts of things with it, like goji berries and cranberries and coconut and lots of stuff that's even reasonably healthy, which is why I like to do it. My wife puts a bit of chocolate in there. Don't put chocolate. I have enough chocolate during the day. That's my real weakness, dietary wise. Malam is back. Good to see. So those of you, if any, who have been here from the start, this is where we walked along with my miner's helmet. Not miner's helmet. My miner's lamp. Had this on my forehead. Overnight oats. Oh yeah, that'll be the one. Well, I first learnt of overnight oats. I don't know. Well, it's the amount I have is a weakness, Charlene. And I don't have it that dark. I think I overdosed on dark chocolate probably 20 years ago, and I sort of have a bit of a bad reaction. Well, not a I just, can't enjoy it anymore. I used to like dark, but I have milky stuff more now, and too much of it. I do a job. G'day, Rupe.
Come next.
Morning.
Oh.
What was I saying? Oh yes, I first learned about overnight oats probably 20 years ago as well, when my parents were running a bed and breakfast and they used to serve it, and they called it Bersha muesli. And that was because, I'd learnt about, some hotel had this Bersha muesli and they thought it was very, very fancy, Swedish, I don't know what European country they thought it was from, but I thought it was exotic. Yeah, too much brown dark chocolate. What's the difference between a job and a business? Well, I guess the question was whether I work for someone else or whether I have my own business. Swiss, yep. All right. Yes. I remember one of your scapes, Charlene, you were talking about doing shakes. Blueberries. Is blueberries protein? No. Oh. You did recommend blueberries though. Something else. I didn't think it'd be protein. Anyway. Oh, there we go. I was pretty spot on that it was going to be another 20 minutes, and here we are at the Boulevard of Bye-Byes. I probably should be home by 7 o'clock because the boys normally get up at 7. So hopefully they'll be quietly watching TV and not disturbing my wife. Flaxseed. Yeah, I try and put some different seeds in. Not flaxseed though, unless maybe it's in that mix. I don't like buying the mixes because they're expensive, but I guess it gives you things you wouldn't get otherwise. So here we are at the Boulevard of Bye-Byes. Thank you everyone for being here. Nice chat. Eggs, fish, yogurt, cheese. Oh, avocado. I love avocado. Woking National Park, not quite, but it's pretty lovely, isn't it? Yeah, see, I try and avoid eggs and cheese for cholesterol reasons. Yogurt I don't. Yeah, yogurt I like. Really, I'm surprised yogurt has protein. Okay, thank you very much, everybody. Have a good day. Thank you, Charlene, for the advice. Good to hear. Everyone follow Charlene. I don't know, I haven't seen you scoping much recently, but you used to do lots of lovely scopes. So everyone follow Charlene for when she does her scopes, whenever they might be. Maddie, nice to have you here. Take care. Happy alone. Thank you, Bronte. Thank you, Martin. Thank you, Rupe. Thank you, everyone else who's gone. Oh, you made a broadcast, Baez. Okay, I'll go and watch your broadcast. Bye, everybody. Make sure you follow me for next time if you're not already. And keep laughing. Cheers. Have a good day. Have a good night. Bye.